Yes, James Crochet led the scene.
He wouldn't run the ball the way he ran like tonight. There's a couple times where he took off.
If we're drafting all these players in the first round, if we're spending money on these players,
and there is not much that teams are going to do when you're winning.
Even if you ain't feeling what I got to say, I can write it, ball it up, and sew it away.
Congrats to Ferris for Giants winning. I know you're happy.
I can 86 the drink, drop a number today.
Once we get to the playoffs,
even if you ain't feeling what I got to say, I can write it, ball it up, and sew it away. They ain't here for chord and let the beat play. I can 86 the joint, drop a number today. I'm more Langston than
I want him to start doing that.
Would have sworn, Lord, I got the end. Him and Wade with a Marvin getting mine. That should be a big deal. Where do I sign? Living in illusions of freedom. Warning signs like.
Welcome. Thank you for returning back to the channel. This is your boy Hendo and my special guest here, Yolanda B. How you doing today, Yolanda?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing? Hi, everyone in the chat.
I am ecstatic.
Yeah. Likewise, I'm sure you can see the smile that's like from ear to ear on my face because, I don't know, some good news came out a couple hours ago. Did you hear about it?
I don't know. What could it be? The NFL draft is today?
Yeah, I think that. But we already knew that. But some breaking news came out a couple of hours ago. Do you happen to know what that is?
We might be signing DeAndre Hopkins.
You know what? After the news that just broke a few hours ago, that's not a far-fetched conclusion. So I don't know. But I'm ecstatic because we signed our quarterback. We got him. 5 years.
Lamar Jackson?
The Lamar Jackson. So Lamar and I are staying put as Baltimore Ravens for 5 years.
So Lamar's staying?
Lamar and I are staying as Baltimore Ravens for the next 5 years.
That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I don't have to search my closet for Commanders colors or
that was never an option. That was never an option.
Colors or Colts or Patriots or whoever else.
Yes.
Oh,
what?
I hope Sharon is here today in the chat because I just want to tell her that I know she had her hopes up for Lamar going to the 49ers.
Listen, Sharon was defeated because yesterday in the stream, she did not mention one time about Lamar, even though there were trade rumors saying that they were interested in Lamar. Mm-hmm. She did not mention it one time. We even brought it up to her like, hey, kind of quiet. She didn't say a word because I think she knew. I think she knew the writing was on the wall. The Ravens were going to get a deal done. But listen, if you don't know, it all started with a tweet. It's not going to let me play it.
That's okay.
It's not going to let me play it.
That's okay. Can you give a synopsis of the tweet?
So pretty much, Lamar is like, I'm back. 5-year extension. What is it? $260 million, 185 guaranteed.
Without an agent.
Without an agent.
Highest player in the NFL.
Highest paid player in history.
Of the NFL.
Jeff Zrebeck reported, haven't seen the numbers yet, but expectation is Jackson will become the highest paid player in NFL history. Credit to Jackson, who did it his way and got a deal he is happy with, and to the Ravens who stuck with it through some ugly moments and a tough negotiation directly with the player. Meaning, if you don't have comprehension skills, it means Lamar Jackson negotiated his own contract without an agent. The same person that everyone said, you're stupid, you're losing money, you need an agent, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah. I can hardly sit still. I can hardly contain myself. I'm normally pretty laid back and pretty easygoing. Not today. I'm just so happy. And I'm sure we'll say hello to everyone in the chat. But if you share the same sentiments and you are just bubbling over and you're happy and you're excited and you're thrilled beyond belief, leave it in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling about the signing of Lamar for 5 years.
All right. Let's see who we got in the chat.
Okay.
We got the Buck Stops here. Shout out to my man, Brandon Buck. make sure you go over to his channel and check it out. He does baseball and video game baseball, mostly the Arizona Diamondbacks. Huddled Up Films, appreciate you for dropping by. Of course, we got Brandon Bazell. You were not the first one in here, brother. What's going wrong?
Brandon, here's the stream. Remember, I told you the day that Lamar signs that extension, you will see my face on a camera. Here you go.
Yeah, you have been missing for a while. That is correct. We got Jared Green in the house. What's going on? Danity. How you doing?
How are you doing? How you feeling? Indeed. Yes.
Get them dollars up. Jeremy Miller's in the house. Appreciate you dropping by. Agent E, how you doing? Living Big with Big Reg. Make sure you check him out. Pretty soon, you know, we're gonna get Big Reg on the channel and have him do his first live stream. We're gonna kind of bust his cherry a little bit. Yeah, I mean.
I like it. I like it. It'll be fun, Big Reg. And here's the stream. Remember, you were just asking me, Davon, cousin Davon, how are you feeling about this signing, Davon?
Lunch Break Hot Takes in the house. What's going on, fellas? They just did a stream. So make sure when you're done here, you go check out their stream if you have not already. And later on tonight, you can check us out on LBHT's channel during the draft, presumably for a couple hours, maybe. Yeah.
Hi, Jose. Hi, Brodney. Brodney, I'm sorry. Not really, but I just thought it was appropriate to say, so I said it. But I know he was high on Lamar, the possibility of Lamar becoming the quarterback for the Panthers. I mean, maybe not recently in the last couple of days, I don't know, but I'm just saying since the start of the offseason, that's been something that Brodney has kind of held fast to. And so today that's dead in the water.
Well, luckily for him, they have the first overall pick in the NFL draft. Okay. And to kind of brighten his spirits, Will Levis is available. And I'm sure all Panthers fans just can't wait for Will Levis to be the starting quarterback for their team. Mayonnaise, banana peels, and all. You don't know the story? So during the draft process, he was out with his girlfriend, I believe, and she dared him to put mayonnaise in his coffee. So he just took that and he drank it. So now everyone believes that he's just a mayonnaise drinker. And then he ate a banana, peel and all, even though I've heard that the peel is actually good for you.
It is very good for you. But I don't eat it, but yes, it's very bitter. But
just the optics of the dirt collected on the outside of the banana and just, it's
no different from an apple. It's no different from a tomato. It's no different from any vegetable or fruit that's sit outside.
But I don't see anyone washing off a banana. Not a grown man.
I wash my fruit, all of it, before it hits my my fruit basket. All of it, bananas included.
Fruit basket. All right. Baby girl, what's going on? My daughter Jasmine Lene is in the house. She says, hey, y'all, what a great news day. What a great news during a sucky day at work. Well, I hope from here on your day gets better.
Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully you're enjoying the fact that we keep our quarterback for 5 more years.
At least 5 more years.
At least 5 more years.
Listen, the day is not even over. So with Lamar signing his deal, this frees up some money. We don't have the schematics just yet, but it does free up money. That $32 million now comes off, and whatever the deal entails, it gives the Ravens a little more wiggle room to sign some people. Maybe make a trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
Let's do it. I hope to hear that tonight during the stream. I mean, I'll be in my house running around shouting like. But it begs the question, though, like, and we can talk about it later. Like, what happens to, and Coach, if you're in here, I have to ask, what happens to Prochet? What happens to Wallace? If that's true, if we get
like Anon says, we are Super Bowl contenders, just without Prochet. Because if you look at the fact of the matter, most teams do 3 wides when they play. So that's going to be OBJ. It's going to be D-Hop, and it's going to be Bateman.
All right. He's calling those things that be not as though they were. He's speaking it into existence.
So yes, indeed.
We have D-Hop on our team. Book it. You heard it here first.
So you have that, and then you have, what's his face? Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson.
Everybody keeps forgetting about him. So you
also have, what's the guy who was on the front of the milk carton last year?
Andy Isabella?
Him. He's still on the roster, last I heard.
We don't count him. And Devin Duvernay. So you have Aguilar and Duvernay coming off the bench. I think they still have somewhat faith in Tylen Wallace because he does play special teams. So where does that leave Prochet?
That was my question. Let us know in the chat what happens to Prochet. And I mean, I don't want to say what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to either be cut. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for joining. Yes, I'm happy too. Very, very happy.
Indeed. Guy from Newark. Does this mean D-Hop is 100% going to be a Raven? It does not. From what I heard, it is between us and Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. But Buffalo has money tied up. They have money tied up in Josh Allen. They have money tied up in Stephon Diggs. They have a whole lot of money tied up in Von Miller and the tight end, Dawson Knox. So I believe if we really wanted to make that deal get done, we could. I think it's all up to the Ravens. I think it's what we're willing to offer them.
It was another team too. It was another team too.
Well, they say Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yep.
But
look for it. Yeah.
But listening earlier to one of the Kansas City YouTubers, he was saying, where are we gonna get this money from? Like, they seem to be one team that's a little more cash strapped than the Ravens are. But as we all know, you can make a way if you really want to. And we've seen Patrick Mahomes kind of do his thing without a top-notch wide receiver. So I don't think that that's a necessarily a sticking point for them. But, you know.
Okay, but how many championships has D-Hop won?
None.
How old is D-Hop?
He's in his 30s.
That means he's pressed for being on a team. Same thing like what Aaron Rodgers said. He's like, I'm old. I want to join a team that is really in contention for a Super Bowl. I don't have years ahead of me. Those are behind me now. So I would say the same thing for like D-Hop. 0 Super Bowls, in his 30s. He's considering, okay, which team? Bills, Ravens, Kansas City. Money is a factor. It sure is. But I think that Super Bowl, the Lombardi, is more of a factor, given his age and his his injuries and all of that. So I do think that matters too.
Okay. Now, in the past, I would have agreed with you. But if you look within at one of our former own, that was the same thing that Calais Campbell said. He said, I am in search of a Super Bowl. And in turn, he went and signed with Atlanta that has Desmond Ridder at this point, his starting quarterback. Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not even always about really chasing that Super Bowl. Because I believe, who was it? I think Patrick Mahomes or somebody talked to Calais and was like, come to the squad. You know, you could definitely help us. So I don't really think it's all about getting that Super Bowl ring. Sometimes you just want to be comfortable. You know, you're in your last years. You want to make a little bit of change, get your coins up, and you want to be comfortable. And you probably want to be in a city that you possibly may want to retire in or vacation in, so to speak. So, you know, you just never know. You honestly never know what's going through players' mind. All right, got a couple of tips here. Got a tip from KP. It says Florio saying the Cardinals are trying to trade number 3 and D-Hop to the Titans for 11 and more. Ooh.
If we use your logic, I mean, I don't know how serious the Titans are in terms of their Super Bowl contention. I really haven't kept up with them that much. So I don't know if that will be, alluring to D-Hop. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, that's an interesting trade because
where's D-Hop from? Where's home for him? If you know in the chat, let us know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it matters too when you get closer to that. I don't want to say retirement age because I mean it's only 30, but when you get closer to that age of retirement or hanging up your cleats,
right,
being closer to home sometimes matters. So where is he from?
That it does, but I don't know if he want to go to Tennessee and deal with Mike Vrabel in the Ryan Tannehill Willis situation. They don't have a quarterback. They may be looking into trading Derrick Henry. It's a little bit in flux, but you can never believe anything that Mike Florio says anyway. He just likes to get clicks and try to get his views up. So I'm not trusting in this. Like, we will just have to wait until the draft gets started to find out what's really going on.
I have a question in the chat. Let us know. So if you were DeAndre Hopkins' agent and you were advising him out of 3 teams, Ravens, Kansas City, or Bills, where would you advise him to go? Ultimately, I know that the decision is his, but.
Indeed. Also, we got a $4.20 tip from B2. It says, me and Hendo about to go hit the bar to celebrate.
Enjoy that.
Indeed. Where we going? We going to the dragon? We going to the dragon?
Here we go, right here. Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate the tips. Appreciate the tips. Now, if you want to be awesome like them, there is a pin link in the comment section where you can go and support the show, get your comments highlighted, maybe ask a question for myself and Yolanda B. It helps out the channel greatly, but we do not do super chats over here as YouTube takes a lot of that money. So, all right. We got Team Ramey in the house. Crochet gets the boot. Ooh. What's going on? Jerome says we got to cut him. He really doesn't do anything well. This is facts. And then, if we get DeAndre, he's going to take his number. So, Jake P, we made it. Yes, sir. Yes, we did.
We did it, Jake P.
We did it. LL is in the house. What's going on, Living Legend? Says Crochet getting that knife action.
You think so, Living? You think they're just going to, do away with Crochet? He was just waiting for his opportunity. I mean, he had several, but
Care Bears. Is that supposed to be like Care Bears? That's kind of slick. That's kind of slick. I like that. Oh, Nuke just got traded to the Titans. Not doing midstream.
Oh no, we're just talking about the Titans. Does this in any way change your answer? Now that Nuke is joining the Titans.
Change my answer for what?
I don't know. Do you think D-Hop will want to go to the Titans? We were just talking about that.
I don't know. This is, but you know what? We signed our quarterback. I can't temper my expectations of this team. It would have been nice, and like Jose said last night, we can't give the Ravens props for trying, because they could have gotten it done. They could have gotten this done well before the draft, and we wouldn't even be in a bidding war situation. Damn. I am highly upset about that one. What's going on, Chinwoo? Where you been at, man? We ain't seen you in months.
Seen you in a while. I hope you're well. Indeed. I hope you're well. Good to see you.
Indeed. I needed these good vibes a minute ago before D-Hop got traded.
Oh, that's Nuke. Okay, that's D-Hop. I didn't know that was his name. I thought it was.
That's what they call. They call him D-Hop. They call him Nuke.
Oh, I was thinking that this is somebody else, and now will D-Hop want to go join because Nuke or what?
I was sitting there trying to.
I didn't know who it was. I thought it was like some quarterback guy. I don't know. I don't know these players by nicknames. I know them by their names.
So what are you saying about? Are you saying it's a rumor? Or are you saying it's the truth? Now, you know what? Hold on. Let me
Google this.
Let me go look this up.
I have to go find this out for myself.
Right, because y'all got my nerves bad in here.
10 minutes ago, you were in a really nice place, a good headspace, and now
I was in a good pocket.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you, Brandon.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeremy. Listen, for all you bum scoops out there, I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? If I was able to play music, I would put on some Kendrick Lamar and tell y'all stop trying to kill my vibe.
Now, how do you pronounce the NUK name? Is it Nook?
Nook.
Okay. And now Nook is DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes.
I just learned something. Okay.
Malik B says D-Hop didn't get traded. Y'all had me so mad at this organization and happy at the same time, but man, you know what I mean?
I mean, but wait now. Wait. If we do not get D-Hop, Nook. If we don't get him,
Nook,
couldn't we still go after Mike Evans, and wouldn't you be satisfied?
Mike Evans? Oh yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with Mike Evans. Listen, what is it? 9 straight years, 1,000 yards. He's had 1,000 yard receiving season every year he's been in the NFL, and he's familiar with Todd Monken's system. So I would be extremely happy. I would just be a little happier to have DeAndre Hopkins. Because not to say that Mike Evans doesn't have his drops or his injury issues, because D-Hop has his injury issues as well. But listen, his catch radius is sick. When he's healthy, he is unguardable. So now you, I mean, see, now you give me something to think about.
Right. So I'm trying to put your mind at ease. Like, okay, it's not the end of the world if we don't get.
It's
D-Hop.
not.
I'm gonna call him D-Hop because I can't keep up with the pet names. But if we don't get D-Hop, then I'm still going to be optimistic that there's moves or there's another move waiting in the wing, and it could be like Mike Evans. The rumblings that I've heard about him possibly coming to the Ravens.
Have you heard
might
that?
be some merit there, so I don't know that I would be. I mean, I certainly do want D-Hop because it's D-Hop.
It's right, Ramey. Who wanted to live in Tennessee anyway, except for Noah?
When you get paid, how many millions are they, doling out to these players? That's who.
D-Hop.
That's who wants to live in Tennessee.
Clot said D-Hop is from South Carolina.
South. Okay, so thank you, Clot.
South Kakalaki.
Nice to meet you.
You ever seen Clot before? Clot is in all the streams.
I think, I've seen him in. I think I've seen him in Coach's stream before.
Yes, but I mean, I would take either one of them. I would prefer DeAndre Hopkins.
Why?
Because, for one, they are supposed to be in negotiations for him. I don't trust the Ravens enough that if this deal falls through, they're actually going to reach out to Tampa Bay and try to get Mike Evans. Like, I don't think that'll happen. But I think Mike Evans, for his contract, his cap hit is only $11 million this year, if I'm not mistaken. So it's relatively low. That would fit with us, but yeah, I'm not. I would prefer DeAndre Hopkins.
I think I would too.
We're not going to a Laurel bar. It's a little bit too close to DC for my taste. I'm going with Malik. Shots on them. Shots on them if we sign DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
If we sign DeAndre Hopkins, Yolanda's going to do another stream.
Wait. Hold on. Davon, aren't you the one that tells them, like, have my people call your people? We'll have to talk about that off camera.
No.
Let me know, Davon.
Cousin Davon not here for that nonsense. But Kimberly Harmon has a question. She says, what the Ravens going to pick at 22 or trade tonight? Just curious.
I'll take Zay Flowers.
Even if we get Hopkins?
I still want Zay Flowers.
Good. Okay. So I personally think if we get DeAndre Hopkins, the Ravens are going to go cornerback.
Yeah.
Even if we don't get him, they may go cornerback. I personally, if Jackson and Jigba was there, Jackson Smith and Jigba, if he's available, I don't care who we got on this team, you get him, just in case for injury. You go get him. If he's not available and we have DeAndre Hopkins, I say we get somebody for the offensive line. I wouldn't trade back, because as we've said a lot, we keep trading back for picks to get average players instead of going up getting those blue chip, those game-changing players that we should draft. Listen, we've had a draft with 11 picks in it, and it didn't work out for us.
How's that working out?
Right. So
that each well.
My thing is, how many of these draft picks do you think that we can keep each year? So everybody's like, oh, if EDC has done his job and it's EDC we trust, that means these draft picks should be panning out, and we don't need these 5 draft picks. They should be depth pieces, or maybe one starter and some people to back up. If EDC has been doing his job, like a lot of you say he has.
Yeah, we just need a replacement for Morgan Moses. I mean, I know we paid a lot of money for him last year, and he's coming back, but for his years of experience, I just wasn't very pleased with his performance. I'll say that, just say the least.
You weren't pleased with the app?
No, I wasn't. Let us know in the chat. Were you guys pleased with Morgan Moses? What did you think of his performance the entirety of this season? Sure, he was an upgrade from Villanueva.
He was. Got another $3.33 tip from Buck. He says D-Hop has not been traded. Florio was wrong yet again. This is why we keep telling y'all, stop listening to Mike Florio. Yeah. He just says things to say them and hope that it sticks to the wall, and hope so he can say, listen, I was the first one to report what happened. So yeah, don't pay attention to him. Oh, shout out to Shark. Said $50 tip says, been watching you be coach Chris, Mike, and Jose for a minute now. I appreciate the authenticity you guys bring to the Ravens community. Big trust. Indeed, we appreciate you for your support. And listen, it's no longer big trust. It's trust again. Because for a minute there, they had a lot of us wanting to jump ship and go somewhere else. I'm not going to say who, but somebody was about to leave the flock and do their own thing. I'm not going to say who, but they were just going to abandon us like we meant nothing to them.
You can say that again. Say that again. Meant nothing. Go ahead and repeat that.
Somebody
say that nothing part again.
Like we meant nothing to them.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
No.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, Big Cuz 410? Appreciate you for being here. Yeah, they've been Florio lied and said he was traded to the Texans and got Yolanda in a tizzy, but then we found out it wasn't true. So, you
were the one in, like a sour mood and only like 15 minutes into the stream.
Today has been a very emotional day.
Yeah.
Like, I was just going about doing my thing, and then we get that news about Lamar, and I'm telling you, I wanted to run through a wall. And then they start talking about how DeAndre Hopkins could be next, and I started getting even more pumped. And then they're like, "Oh, somebody else is involved," and you telling me he got traded. Like, you brought me down. Yeah. Then now it's still a rumor. So, Baltimore, if you are listening, listen. I know Eric DaCosta listens to what Yolanda B has to say. I know Eric DaCosta is always he has his ear to the streets. Listen, sign that man. Keep your quarterback happy.
I will say this, and I think it's been talked about before. This was, in my eyes, a make or break off season for EDC. Like, he either was about to become the laughing stock of general managers throughout the league, or he was about to, rise to the occasion and shine and show that there is some redemption there. So I am still hopeful that there's more moves to be made, especially tonight, hoping we hear that D-Hop it'd be sweet if it was like last year when we heard that Hollywood had been traded and Hollywood was already in Arizona when the news broke. It would be lovely to catch a glimpse of D-Hop already in Baltimore with Lamar just celebrating tonight as soon as the announcement,
Well, why not get the announcement done now? Like, get it done. The draft starts in less than 2 hours.
Yeah, but listen, it's they have to make everybody continue to take their blood medication because your blood, they have to keep your heart pumping at a really, really rapid rate. Like, that's just what they do. So no, they're not going to do it now. They're going to make us sit here, wait, ponder, and just like your heart skipped a couple of beats when you heard, I think it was Buck who said that D-Hop had been traded. And see how your heart just did some palpitations right there. That's what they want. That's
I mean, yeah, this team specifically said we do not like drama. We don't do drama, but this whole offseason has been drama.
The entire
whole offseason. And I guess today, April 27th, is Ravens Redemption. You should make a show. We could do a segment. You do a show called Ravens Redemption.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. And
if we get D-Hop, we'll talk about it.
If we get D-Hop. Now, earlier during the lunch break hot take stream, Jose said, listen, if you feel like EDC doesn't get all the credit or all the blame for everything that's going on, he shouldn't get all the credit.
That's a good point.
Because he's not alone. Like John Harbaugh had say, Ozzie still has a little bit of pull, and we know Bisciotti's doing his thing. I wonder how nobody's asked how Bisciotti's feeling right now.
I don't care. What's Sashi up to? I digress.
Why do you hate Sashi so much?
I've already answered that several times over.
I don't understand it. No one should dislike someone that much. That is
ridiculous. MDT Sports. Because he certainly does. And where's MDT Sports? Let me see if he's in here.
Right.
Because if he is, because he certainly does not like MDT. Will you tell us about your dislike for Eric DaCosta and Bisciotti?
It's not.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And then I would like to add, let's throw in Sashi Brown. The reason I don't like Sashi, I think that my expectation of him as an attorney coming in with a lot of years of experience, you know how to finesse, you know how this works, you know how to finagle, you know how to do all of that. And what have you done? What have you done since you've been here?
How much power do you think Sashi Brown has? Honestly,
I don't know, because like we don't see him. We don't
appreciate you, Steven.
Hi, Steven. Thank you. And if you're here and if you're enjoying the content, take 2.5, hit the like button. If you're enjoying the stream, if you're happy that Lamar is going to be with us for at least a minimum of 5 years, go ahead and hit the like button. And do like Steve. If you're new, hit the subscribe button.
Facts. Clot says, hey, Hendo, off subject. Curry passed Magic Johnson in scoring last night. He's Steph Curry. It's the Golden State Warriors. We don't expect anything less. A question was posed to me yesterday, though, Clot. If the Warriors somehow win another NBA title this year, does this Curry pass Magic on the all-time point guard list and become the number one point guard? That's my question to you. All right, so we got another donation, $20 donation from Living Energy Drink. I think it's Monster. It could be Red Bull. I'm not sure. It says thanks for the steam, but I think they mean thanks for the stream. Appreciate you, Living Energy Drink.
Thank you.
Man, y'all are out here today supporting us, supporting Lamar. Now listen, just like Lamar, him signing with the Baltimore Ravens, if you too want to be a part of these awesome conversations after the streams throughout the day, because 24 hours a day, we are in our Discord talking all day and night long. So just like Lamar, you can sign up for the Patreon. It is patreon.com/ROUG. Come get in Discord. You can win you a ring like this in the Pick'ems League. You can win a belt for the fantasy football. You become a part of the Discord, which includes LBHT, Sip the Tally, Ferris, Suge. Everybody's in there. So, hey, sign up. Now, for the Fantasy Football League, we only have 2 spots left, and I'm about to shut that down. So if you want to get into it, make sure you join as soon as possible. Appreciate you.
How did you win the ring and the belt?
I won the belt in fantasy football because I'm the fantasy football champion. The ring is the Pick'ems champion because nobody can pick football better than I can. I would bring out my LBHT trophy as well, but I want to brag. Brandon told me I need help carrying all my championships, and I do because they get heavy.
You don't want to brag?
Nah. You want to see the belt?
No, I think we're okay.
You want to see the belt? Okay. So this is the fantasy football championship belt.
Rodney said you didn't win this.
Oh no, I won this.
I'm just reading the comments. Rodney said you didn't.
And when you win, you get to put your picture right here. You get to have your logo on the side. I don't care what they say.
I'm surprised it isn't your background.
I'm defending 3-time champ right now. Oh my Lord. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Even though I don't cry. But shout out to my daughter Jasmine. She sent a $50 tip saying, since I can't buy a ticket for the meet and greet. All right. So if you want to know what that's about, later on this summer, August 4th particularly, we are having a meet and greet. Myself, Sip the Tally, Chris from Deep Cover Podcast, LBHT, Open Mic with OTR Mike. We are having a meet and greet so you guys can come out, meet us, have fun, have food, have some drinks. Non-alcoholic. We have door prizes. We have swag bags, and we have prizes that we are actually giving away. So if you go on Eventbrite, or if you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, you can find the link there, or you can go to lbhtshow.com, and they should have a pop-up. Make sure that you sign in with your email so they can give you information that comes in the future, but you can also get to the event from there. So if you want to be awesome like them and meet us and hang out, listen, it's going to be in Howard County, Maryland. Make sure you sign up and stop by.
Hope to see you all there. It'll be a good time. It'll be fun.
Indeed. All right. Now, what else we got?
I'm still thrilled about Lamar Jackson signing, so I can just go on for days about that. But if we have other questions, I digress.
Chibu says if EDC signs D-Hop, he is a top 5 GM in the NFL. That is false.
Right.
That is false, Chenwu. And listen. We all love and miss you because of your optimism and your positive energy that you bring, but you cannot erase 5 years of mishandles and missteps just because he finally decided to do right. And let's not also forget, if Lamar hadn't put pressure on the organization, we may not be here right now. this may not have gotten done because Lamar said, look, I'm tired of waiting on you to get me what I need. I'm tired of waiting on you to make the necessary changes. Somebody earlier today put on Twitter something about EDC gets props because he got a new offensive coordinator and he got a new strength and conditioning coach. But my thing is, he waited 4 years too late to get a new strength and conditioning coach. You're going to wait till a gentleman gives everybody in the room, everybody in the facility COVID and keep him. I'm not giving you credit for making moves too late. I'm not giving you credit for making moves when you had to make them. If he voluntarily said, listen, this is what's best for this organization, I got it. That's one thing. But when your quarterback is like, I'm not coming near you until you get things right. So no. And Chenwu, I champion you to give me examples why he's a top 5 GM. What moves has he made? Now, listen, he's traded for Calais Campbell. I give him that. He's traded for Marcus Peters. I give him that. He traded for Roquan Smith. I give him that.
Marcus Williams, he
acquired Marcus Williams. Mm-hmm. Give him credit for playing his role in that. But he's had, 37, 38 draft picks? 2019 minus Justice Hill is 2019 minus Justice Hill is gone. Kaput. That whole draft class is null and void. And every year we just keep going through these draft picks. So you let me know, it's outside of trades, outside of things he mandatorily had to do to make this team better that makes him a top 5 GM. What say you, Yolanda?
Oh, no, definitely not top 5. I don't know all of the GMs like that, so I can't speak to their profiles and their contributions. But in my mind, no, there's definitely room for improvement. And I think the biggest problem I have with EDC is he covets these draft picks, but then the players that he selects, they just don't really pan out. But we're not going to talk about Oweh. I saw a comment earlier about Oweh. We're not doing it. That's off limits. That's off limits. But I'm sorry that I really wasn't tracking the chat. Stephen FL, do you think Queen is going to stay? And you might have said it in the chat and I didn't see it earlier. But do you think he's going to stay or anything is going to be traded as a part of the package to bring D-Hop to Baltimore?
He can be. He can be. I mean, listen, the one thing that irks me about the Baltimore Ravens is they care entirely too much about positions that don't truly matter. We can go out here. Listen, if Patrick Queen was all of that, we wouldn't have got Roquan Smith. If he was all that, to be quite honest with you. Now, did he play better? He did. Would I be sad to see him go? I wouldn't be sad. I wouldn't be happy, but listen, you can find another linebacker to give his output of play. And to Malik, since they won't let you tip, there is a PayPal. You can use that to pay it. However, if you want to donate, it doesn't matter if you do, if you don't, but I do appreciate it. But back to Queen. Yes. Listen, we can find people. The Ravens, the one thing that the Baltimore Ravens have done throughout their history is find linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I think that maybe Roquan came to be his mentor. I move on. So,
listen, I know Coach Evans said that this is going to be Navarro Bowman and Malik Willis. I mean, what is his name? I can see his face. Navarro Bowman and not Malik Willis. Patrick Willis. They're not close. I love Roquan. They're not close.
Did you see what Rodney just put in the chat?
No, I didn't. I'm way behind. What did he put? What did he call?
Report D-Hop going to the Titans.
Did he really?
He just put that in there just now.
It would be you.
Let me check. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to pay attention to the stream, but this is important. I have to see.
It would be you, B. You would be the one reporting this. I'm sick to my stomach. Oh, there she is. There you go. Sharon, what's going on?
I asked about you earlier. I did. Because I know that this was important to you.
We wanted to check on you and make sure that you were okay.
Because you have been. I'm sorry. I was really trying to find out if D-Hop is going to the Titans. But Sharon, I did ask about you earlier because I was concerned. Because I know that you've been really wanting Lamar to join the 49ers. And I would not have been opposed to that. I really wouldn't. I would have been a 49ers fan coming out there to the West Coast to meet up with you. but he's staying.
Indeed. Hey, I'm sorry you got to stay with Trey Lance. My apologies.
Thank you, Engraven. It's
What's
not
going on, Engraven? Listen, I think, and see, that's the thing. I can't trust B.
Me. I'm getting a little nervous.
I can't trust B. B likes playing with me. Like B likes doing things just to upset me. Like I honestly believe that he just does things just to see me on edge.
Okay. I was a little nervous there because okay, but thanks for confirming that, Engraven. How you doing today? How you feeling, Engraven, about and Raven C? How you guys feeling about keeping our quarterback, our guy for at least 5 years?
My bad, Raven C, if I missed you. What's going on, bro? Make sure y'all check Raven C out and get some of that good Midwest Ravens talk, giving you a different perspective. Texas Raven. Yeah, he is. He's a Texas Raven. Yes. But it's all good. Listen, the Ravens have fans all over the world. All over the world. Yes, indeed, Engraven.
I agree with you. About time.
Listen. So now my thing is, what are these 4-letter networks? What are all these people on Twitter, YouTube? What are they going to talk about?
It was too much.
Because Lamar was the topic of every show. I mean, I don't care what show, what time you turned it on. 4 out of the 5 days, depending on what's happening during the week, he was talked about incessantly. So now you can't have these people speculate, oh, he's going here. Oh, he's going to do that. Oh, Lamar is so greedy. Like, oh, he's not about the team. He is so selfish.
Yeah.
What are they going to do now? And I don't think I forgot, because I have receipts. I've taken pictures of some of you people, not maybe you people, but some of you people on Twitter that said Lamar was dirty, he was doing the team wrong, he wasn't for the city, all of this and all of that. I got those receipts. I just want y'all to come out and say, look, I was wrong. I got my feelings. I was hurt that he was leaving. And I went a little bit overboard, because now those same people are going to be like, oh man, he signed a great deal and he's worth the money.
Yeah, I think they're going to start talking about like, oh, they paid him too much. This was way too much. Overpay. It was a little excessive, etc.
Right. Engraven says, can I have an autograph at you all's meetup?
Oh, I'll take pictures.
First of all, Yolanda, listen. The one thing about Engraven, he loves jokes. Like, a lot of people don't know Engraven is a comedian. Low-key, he's a low-key comedian. You funny, bro. You real funny. But I ain't gonna hold you. Some people do want Brodney's autographs. And we might have something special. Might have some special giveaway. I'm not gonna tell y'all just yet. You're just gonna have to sign. You're just gonna have to buy a ticket, show up, and find out what's going on. Brandon Tillman says, "What's up, my guy? And how you doing, Miss Lady? Let's go, Flock Nation. Let's
go, Brandon. Let's go. We are here to stay 5 years at least with our guy. Now let's just get him some, a solid offensive line. Add D-Hop, and I won't ask for anything else for now."
I still think we need offensive line help. Like, as we stated earlier, we need help. We need to replace the op, Morgan Moses. I know in last year, everybody was just so happy that we signed this tackle for $15 million total. And I know price doesn't dictate play, but you have to think about it. You sign a tackle for 3 years, $15 million. Apparently, he wasn't that good in the first place, or he would have gotten better offers. Now, he was serviceable in some games, but it was just too many times he made the wrong block. He was in the wrong position. One time, I think he tackled Lamar. Like, dude, we need somebody better. Also, we need a guard to replace Ben Powers. I think we need another guard in case, if Ben Cleveland doesn't work out. We need another guard because Kevin Zeitler, this is his last year, and he's getting up there in age. Now, are we going to bring him back on 1-year deals like we did Josh Bynes, or are we going to go in another direction and go for youth? So I think this is a draft where we say, listen, forget all that nonsense of trading back and trying to pick everybody's mother and their cousin, and actually get impact players.
Yeah. What's the plan for Daniel Falele? What is his position?
He's a tackle.
He's right, but I don't know. What's the plan for him?
I mean, the plan is to develop him. Even, he was raw coming out,
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think he can possibly turn into a serviceable backup. He may be a starter, but Coach Evans says that his feet are a little too slow to play tackle.
Mm.
And I don't know if he's comfortable enough or he has the athleticism to play guard. So once again, just like all the other bends that the Ravens have picked in the past, and Tyree Phillips, the Ravens just take people to. I think sometimes they just take people to take people. You know what I mean? Like they just draft people to draft them because they don't stick with the team.
Yeah.
Ben Bredesen, Tyree Phillips, like all of those guys never really made an impact. And they were 3rd and 4th round picks.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I just want a lot of protection for Lamar. And so there's no injury. And so, there's not any of the commentary. See, they overpaid for him. They knew he was injury prone. So I just want a really nice, solid offensive line. Okay. And if the Ravens can do that, I'll be happy.
And hopefully, with the Ravens hopefully going to a pro style offense, we don't have to have Lamar as our leading rusher.
Right.
So that in turn kills 2 birds with 1 stone. 1, Lamar's not going to be our leading rusher, so the wear and tear on his body is going to be a lot less, which is going to help him get through the season a lot better. 2, with Lamar having less carries, that makes J.K. Dobbins our primary ball carrier. So he will finally, hopefully, possibly get more than 17 carries a game, which will keep him happy. Because I don't think he's happy with the organization and how they've utilized him since he's been here.
Agreed. No, absolutely agreed. So I hope you're right in theory.
What's up, Daniel?
Hope it's right.
Ooh, it's 45 minutes. All right. Yeah. So we are about to get up out of here because we do have the draft coverage going on. I know earlier Jose said I was streaming the draft. I'm not. I'm going on lunch break, high take with them, and just streaming with them. I don't think I'm doing this here.
Oh, you're doing a separate stream?
No, I'm just going to hop in their StreamYard and just do the draft stream with them.
Okay.
I just wasn't feeling the draft this year, like in previous years. I don't know if it was the Lamar situation, but I just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it, and I really didn't want to delve too deep into prospects and what the Ravens might get if we didn't have our quarterback.
Yeah, with all the uncertainty, that's understandable. Not knowing what we were going to do with our guy. It's just kind of like, I don't really care what happens in the draft. I just want to know if Lamar is staying.
Facts. That was the only thing that mattered this offseason.
Yeah.
So, any parting words to the people before we get up out of here?
Other than, I'm so happy Lamar is staying. I'm staying. I'll be around too for at least the next 5 years. Enjoy the moment, live in the moment. It's been stressful. It's been a long road, but it's a happy ending today.
What's going on, Will?
And so, hey, Will, how's it going? So let's just hope for continued good news later tonight that we get D-Hop. And take care of yourselves. We'll see you all very soon. Make sure you take 2.5 on your way out. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Sign up for Patreon so that next year Hendo won't have to show the ring, the belt, the plaque.
How did they show the plaque?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You sure?
I'm sure.
All right. Will G says, let's get it. What's up, Hendo, Yolanda? Now it's about to get fun. Chestnut checkers. Unfortunately, the Ravens have been playing Uno. So,
I don't know if they've been playing Uno. I think
so. The offseason they've been playing Uno, and today they upgraded to spades. They're not at checkers, nor are they at chess just yet. They're at spades.
If they sign D-Hop, if they make that happen tonight, checkmate.
Yep. Oh, if they sign D-Hop, they'd have moved up to dominoes. Like, no, they're not at checkers nor chess yet. I'm just saying.
If they sign D-Hop, they've made, they've earned the right to have a seat at the chess table.
Yeah. This is Jada6 says, just draft the first round talent guard, keep them all upright so he can enjoy these next 5 years. Agree, brother.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're going to get a cornerback, and I hope, and listen, I don't want to go off aesthetics, But there's a cornerback from, what is it, Mississippi State? I can't remember his name. Cornerback from Mississippi State. He's like 168 pounds.
I heard about him.
When I tell you, his legs are as thick as my finger. Pause. But he does have the most pick sixes in college football history. But he's just so tiny.
He's so tiny. It's
168 pounds for a corner. Yeah, Emmanuel Forbes. Thank you, Mr. J. Emmanuel Forbes. But I mean, you want talent, but 168 in the AFC North.
Okay. I don't know. Hopefully he's not a part of the talks for the Ravens to pick him.
Indeed. Yes, he is skinnier than Chosen Anderson. And for those that don't know, that's Robbie Anderson. All right, y'all. Appreciate you all rocking out with us for this last 50 minutes. Still 40 people in here. Like she said, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not on your way out. We appreciate you hanging with us. And until the next video, we are out.